Okay, welcome back. I got another video for you today, again on this topic of eternal security. Hopefully, you just don't get bored because I know I have a whole lot to work through. And trust me, I'll deal with other topics pertaining to things outside of soteriology. But nevertheless, this is something I'm really familiar with, and I'm not going to stop until I touch every single subject that I've studied so far, right? So here's another aspect to internal security. There's a thing called reconciliation. It's something that is really just a fueling, driving force of the gospel, right? So I have a couple passages in mind just to highlight. There's only really just four. So this is what we're going to mainly focus on, and hopefully you have like a firm understanding of this exact concept. So the first I'm going to read is Luke 15 verses 4 to 7. What man of you have you 100 sheep? If he lose one of them, doth he not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after which is lost until he find it? And when he hath found it, he layeth in his shoulders rejoicing. And when he cometh home, he calleth together his friends and neighbors, saying unto them, Rejoice with me, for I have lost my sheep which was lost. I say unto you, the likewise joy shall be in heaven even over one sinner that repenteth, more than over 99 just persons. So I did read the Matthew variant in an earlier video, but this essentially is how much God really loves us. That no matter how we stray away, there's always a door to reconciliation. He would rather have you reconciled rather than be condemned, either eternally or temporarily. So that's actually a beautiful thing because that shows the love of God that He has for His sheep, right? Matthew 18:21 to 22, right? There is no limitation for forgiveness. Then Peter came to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Jesus saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. So, what I actually find this interesting, there's like a deeper implication if you read that into eschatology, but since we're on this particular topic, forgiveness is ongoing. Peter is essentially asking a question: How often shall I forgive my brother? Right? This is really what the question is serving. Jesus says, "Okay, grab that and multiply by 7," and it continues on. Right? So there is actually no limitation because something that has been done more than once, a couple times, especially in the triple digits, you're not really going to keep count because when you're forgiving, it's something that you're always expected to do. When somebody's coming to you and they're asking for your forgiveness, because that obviously implies that you did something wrong in some shape or form. You are there to forgive because God is forgiving you. So because you are in the image and likeness of God, you should be forgiving like our Father. Amen to that. So the next passage will be Ephesians 4:32. We forgive because God has forgiven us, right? That's on the last thing we just mentioned. And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake hath forgiven you. So that's supposed to incentivize and motivate you to do what, you know, is the same reason why you're here in the first place, why you're watching this video, why you follow Christ at the end of the day. It's something beautiful, and sometimes it's actually a very difficult thing to do because, of course, by the flesh, we can be resentful. So instead of walking in the flesh, we could walk in the spirit. Okay. So that's easier said than done, but essentially, we should just remember every time the moment arises, we just think of Christ, not of ourselves. First Corinthians 7:10 to 11. This is the last passage to just solidify this whole theme. And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband, but and if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. Because of course, this is the most preferred option, reconciliation rather than separation. Eternal security rests on God's desire and power to reconcile, not reject his own. That's the key word there. The gospel teaches that reconciliation is always God's first desire in marriage and in our relationship with him. God calls for forgiveness. So hopefully that helped you out. This is really a nice refresher because I haven't written or read these notes in particular, so I do enjoy edifying my brothers and sisters and get a good reminder of how abundant oh, how abundant God's love is. So thank you for watching once again, and take care and stay blessed.